Hi everybody, nice to have you here. Today I'm here in my garage, my workshop, building more boxes for growing my vegetables and herbs and so on in the summer. And I'm now taking a little bit rest, so I want to try to clarify or explain a little bit more about the permaculture way, how we look at economy and why it is like it is. And I will try to explain the magic of permaculture or magic of nature. So what do I mean with magic? Well, things happen in so many ways and there's so much I cannot easily explain. So I'm not smart enough to understand it. So for me it's magic. But for somebody else maybe it's simple to understand. But for me it's hard. Anyway, so we start here. I have my solar panels out here. So this energy from that goes in here to my garage and into my house. And into my house I have, a kitchen, I have my shower, I have my toilet and so on. So I can do a lot. I have internet, so I can reach information. So I have this hub inside there, zone 1. And from there I can do everything. It's connected to the pump, to the lake and so on, and to the groundwater, so I have water so I can shower and so on. But it's all connected with my one energy source there. And inside the workshop here I will have my machines and so on, so I can work. And surrounding the house I building my food system, not one system, many systems. I will test and check. So I have the food forest, I will have vegetable garden and herb gardens, and I will have all other forest garden, forests and so on, different layers and different systems in the system. So many systems. And now come the big question. Yeah, but how do you earn money? Well, number one is here. If you have your own food, you have your own energy, and you have everything here, you don't need money. Or at least you don't need so much money. You always need money because you want to be in society. You want to be a part of society. Humans are like that. It's not that we be an eremit out here and totally alone and so on. No. I built this system so I have maximum support and also maximum safety. Now, here comes the magic. This is, what will happen. It's have not happened to me yet, but I must have faith, in it, because I have seen it happen to my teachers and my colleagues and my, you can say, small heroes and so on. So you're building all these kind of different systems, and when you're building this you get skills. For example, now I'm building here now boxes for growing in. So this is something I do, and maybe when you're working that, somebody from outside become interested in that. Energy comes from outside and into the system. That means when you do interesting things, when you talk about it and you interact and so on, people push on you. They come. We call it the push. Yeah. And if something is beautiful and really nice and is beneficial for people, then there is the pull. So these systems have some kind of pull on people. They want to come here. They like to be in this system. There is something in these systems that people enjoy, So maybe when I'm standing here and working with building things, maybe that becomes the skill that give this push, people come here and see these boxes and they want the box and they don't have time to do it themselves. They say, can you build these boxes for me? And then, yeah, I can. And then they pay and so on. So this is it. It's, you can try to force it. And this is part of the magic. In society, we try to force ourselves onto things. Like outside here, I have, outside my house there, I have a huge area of land. And I say, I want to force that on the land. I want to grow strawberries. So I push strawberries onto this area, and only strawberries. And that will be my job. But maybe it will be just a struggle because it's not natural. But it will work. But it also will take a lot of work to do it and manifest it. In the permaculture way, you have all these different kind of systems. So I doing boxes here, and one day I don't need more, so then I'm finished. Now these boxes will work for many years, and they just work for me. I don't work for them anymore. So the food is just growing here. One day I'm finished. Now it's a lot of work to establish the food forest. I like it, so it's not work for me, but it is a lot of energy goes into that. But one day it's finished, and then it works for me. So it just, pump energy into the system and give and give and give, and you will not be able to use everything. And so you're walking there with some people who come here, and they taste the apple and they say, wow, this is fantastic apple. I've never eaten so good apple. Can I buy a couple of kilos of it? Of course. And then they talk with their friends, and suddenly you are in the apple business. Maybe. Because if that is the thing that bites from outside, that is the push. Or something else. You're building swales and water system, and people come, wow, you have a fantastic water system. It's a little bit complicated. Can you do it for me? Well, I can. Then suddenly that will be. So the magic here is when you build the system like you do here in permaculture, you really don't know what it is in your system that you built that will bite, because it will come. This is the faith. You work with different system, but you don't know which things or what things in the system that will be super successful. There will be things that fail, there will be things that working, most of the things will work, and there will be some part of the system that really, flourish. And that will be your job. That is how you actually will earn your money. But you actually don't really know it when you start. So if you want to call permaculture a religion, you can do that now, because religion means faith. And the faith part is here because you haven't done it before. You do it. If you build your first system, you have to just watch what other people do and see this happen to them. Okay, they who have done it now for 10 years or 15, and they explain to you, this is what happens to me. And everybody says the same thing over and over again, and said, okay, maybe here is something. So, okay, now I can start to believe a little bit, yes, have some faith. If I do like they do, the same thing will probably happen to my system. And normally they say it takes 7 years, because that is how long it takes for nature to establish itself in the environment when you built it. So is it true? Is it not true? I don't know. But I have to believe, because I'm in it and I'm working hard, you know. So you're working all the time, a little bit every day. You support the system, you put new things into the system establishes itself, it gets bigger and bigger, and one day it says, you know what, now it's really working. Now everything happens here, and people from outside will see it. This is how it works for other. So I guess it will work for me too. I don't know why it happens. So that is why I say it's a little bit magical. So people some people ask me, but how do you earn the money? Yeah, I can't answer that right now. I cannot answer, but one day I will, and it will be interesting. See what will happen. Until then, I continue to build boxes here so I can grow a lot of delicious things now when the spring comes. Magic. Have a nice day.